Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I am going to discuss about the previous year question from research in social work, and in today's video I am just going to highlight the right answer because I already explained almost all the concept of research from the perspective of UGC NET examination. If you're very first time to my video, please watch my previous video for understanding the concept clearly on research in social work. 2012 UGC NET exam question. The essential characteristics of research. Option A, description. B, exploration. C, experimentation. D, all the above. Right answer is option D, all the above. Description, exploration, experimentation are the essential characteristics of research. Second one, the values of mean, median and mode are same in the case of option A, normal distribution, B, skewed distribution, C, binomial distribution and D, abnormal distribution. So the right answer is option A, normal distribution, which we discussed in our previous videos. Third one, arrange the following steps in research process in a logical sequence. 1. Data collection. 2. Setting of objectives. 3. Report writing. 4. Data analysis. So, the first step of research is setting objectives, then data collection, data analysis, last one report writing. So, the right answer is from the code answer option A. Fourth one, the research design that explains the relationship between variables is options. Option A, experimental design, B, case study design, C, descriptive design and D, none of the above. Right answer is option A, experimental design. Experimental design is actually explains the relationship between variables. 1. The sequential steps in research process are, right answer is option B, selection of topic, review of literature, data collection, analysis, interpretation and report writing. So the process of research is very important. You can find at least one question in all UGC NET examination question. Also, I think in your first paper also you can find the same question, the process of research. So please give more importance for the steps in research process. Next question, in order to find the degree of relationships, we have to use a statistical test called options. Option A, t-test, B, ANOVA, C, chi-square test and D, Pearson correlation. So the right answer is option D, Pearson correlation. You can find many such questions from statistical test rule. So I will tell you how you can find the answer for this in very easy way. Okay. So if the question asks to find out the differences between dependent variable and independent variable, then you have to choose the statistical test as t-test. Here I am not marking as independent t-test or dependent t-test. So I am only talking about t-test in common. Okay. So if the term difference come into that sentence, then you can go for t-test. Here you should remember sometimes differences you can find in ANOVA as well. So how you can differentiate ANOVA and t-test? If your one variable consists of actual data and other variable consists of categorical data, then you can go for t-test. Here age is actual data. I haven't made any category for the variable called age. Whereas if you are looking on to income, I made two category, that is from 10,000 to 30,000 as one category and 40,000 to 60,000 as second category. Okay, so here one variable is actual data and second variable is having category. So in this case you can find the differences between the variable age and the variable income. Okay. Whereas in the case of ANOVA, if your one variable is actual data and another variable consists of more than two category, then if you want to find out the differences between independent variable and dependent variable, then you have to choose the test called ANOVA for finding out the differences between independent variable and dependent variable. Next one, if you want to find out the association between two variables, then you should choose the test called chi-square. In the case of chi-square, you can find the independent variable and dependent variable having category. Next one, if the question is actually to find out the degree of relationship, then you can go for Pearson correlation. In correlation test, you can find both independent variable and dependent variable having actual data. So remember, if the question asks to find out the differences between two variables, go for t-test. For association chi-square, relationship, Pearson correlation, influence, regression. So influence means how much the independent variable influences dependent variable. So for finding out the influence between two variables, go for regression test. Next one, operationalization of variables in social work research mean right answer B, making the variable measurable. So you can find in every research we use it to operationalize our variable. So why we are operationalizing our variable? It is actually to measure the variable. So next one, match the item of list 1 with list 2. So just now we described. So mode we discussed already. It is a central tendency. Mean deviation is to find out the dispersion. Chi-square, just now we discussed. If you are finding the term association, go for chi-square. So association of attribute is chi-square. Then Carl Pearson method, that is for correlation. So the right answer is from the code is option C. Next one, the method of research used in census study is right answer option B, survey. A researcher with limited understanding of the problem under study adopts right answer option C, exploratory research, which we discussed in our previous video. Next one, the extent of difference between population parameters and sample statistics is called right answer option C, sample error. Next one, arrange the following steps in a sequence. Options 1, designing the tool, 2, review of literature, 3, pre-testing, 4, validation, 5, application of tool. So the right answer is option D, that is first step, review of literature, then designing the tool, pre-testing, validation and application of the tool. Arrange the following types of data in the order of their complexity. Right answer is option C, that is first one nominal, second one ordinal, third one interval scale and last one ratio scale. Next questions are from 2013 UGC NET examination. Defining the relevant variables to remove the ambiguity in measurement is called right answer option B, operationalization of variables. Next one, match list 1 with list 2. First one, quota sampling. It is non-probability sampling. Second one, causal research. It is conclusive research. Third one, cluster sampling comes under probability sampling. And fourth one, qualitative research is unstructured. Next one, mean differences is also called as right answer option B, variance. Next question, the review of questionnaire with the object of increasing accuracy is right answer option B, editing. The specific characteristics of a subject that assumes one or more different values is called as option B, variable. Next question, the influence of one variable on the other can be analyzed by using. So that we already discussed. If you are finding out the term influence, go for regression analysis. So the right answer is option D, regression. Which among the following does not come under probability sampling? Right answer is option C, purposive sampling. Next one, correlation is a statistical tool for, right answer option A, discovering and measuring the relationship and expressing it in a brief formula. The research design in which identification of relationship between variable is attempted is called, right answer option A, experimental design. Next question, what would be mean of 1, 0, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 0, 2 and 5? So as I mentioned in my previous video, if you want to find out the mean of certain observation or data, first you should add all the values. Here you should add 1, 0, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 0, 2, 5. Then you will get the answer 22. Here the number of observation are 11. So 22 divided by 11 equal to, the right answer is option 2. Option B, 2. Next one, the hypothetical statements denying what are explicitly indicated in working hypothesis is known as, right answer option D, null hypothesis. So as I mentioned in my earlier video, null hypothesis actually describing there is no relationship between two variables. So it is actually denying. The point where two axes intersect is known as, right answer option C, origin. Next one, the value that is repeated most often in data set is known as, right answer option B, mode, which we discussed in our previous video. The F test is a, right answer option A, parametric test. So F test comes under parametric test. The quartile deviation is also known as, right answer option C, semi-interquartile range. Next one, find the mode of following marks obtained by 10 students. 10, 6, 11, 8, 9, 11, 7, 11, 12 and 10. Here you can find the number 11 occurred frequently. So the mode is actually considered as the number which is actually occurred many times in a data set. So the right answer is option C, 11. Next one, skewness tells us about, right answer option A, the direction of the variation or departure from symmetry. Quarter sampling is the method of, right answer option A, non-probability sampling. Next one, variance is the average of the square difference from the mean. So the right answer is option D. Next one, case study is the form of, right answer option B, qualitative analysis. Next questions are from 2014 UGC NET examination. Data derived from ordinal scale is called as, right answer option B, non-metric data. Next question, the foundation for preparing the scholarly writing into a study is, right answer option B, literature review. Asymmetrical distribution indicates, option C, skewness. Next questions are from 2016 UGC NET examination. The sum of the deviation of all the values of x from their arithmetic mean is, right answer option 3, 0. The relationship between mean, median and mode in a asymmetric distribution is, right answer option 4, mode equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. So which means in asymmetric distribution, the distance between the mean and median is about 1/3 of the distance between the mean and mode. That is why mode equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. In the case of negatively skewed distribution, right answer is option 3, which means mean is less than median and median is less than mode. So now we can check the frequency distribution of different curves. Okay, in the case of frequency distribution with symmetrical frequency curve, so here if a frequency distribution graph is having a symmetric frequency curve, then the mean, median and mode will be equal. Whereas in the case of positive skewed frequency distribution, the mean is always greater than median and the median is always greater than the mode. You can check the picture for getting more clarity regarding the relationship between mean, median and mode. So moving on to negatively skewed frequency distribution. In the case of negatively skewed frequency distribution, the mean is always lesser than the median and the median is always lesser than the mode. Next one, the use of random tables for drawing a sample is also called as, right answer option 4, Tibet's methods, which we discussed in our previous video. Next one, asymmetrical distribution indicates, right answer option 3, skewness. So moving on to 2017 UGC NET examination questions. When number of samples is more than 2 but it is neither certain nor decided in advance, this type of system often referred as, right answer option 1, sequential sampling. Next one, when the dependent variable is not free from the influence of extraneous variable, then the relationship between independent and dependent variable is known as, right answer option 1, confounded relationship, which we discussed in our previous videos. Next one, regression analysis is done to measure, right answer option 4, corresponding changes in variables. So moving on to 2018 UGC NET examination, the alternative formula for determining mode is, right answer option 3, mode equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. Next one, a positive correlation is present when, right answer, two variables move in the same direction. So the right answer is option 2. Next one, the calculated value of chi-square is always positive. So the right answer is option 1. Next one, standard deviation is always calculated from, right answer, mean. So moving on to 2019 question paper, the research design that entails collection of data on a sample of cases at a single point of time is called as, right answer option 3, cross-sectional. And if the data collection of a sample is for long term, or we can say that 2 point of time, then it is called as longitudinal. So in this question they ask for single point of time. So the right answer is option 3, cross-sectional. Next one, a sampling method in which units are selected from the sampling frame according to fixed interval is called, right answer option 4, systematic sampling. Next one, in which of the following research design is hypothesis is mandatory, right answer option 4, experimental. Next one, dash research is a strategy of inquiring in which the researcher studies the lives of individuals, asks them to provide stories about their life, which is then often retold by him or her. So the right answer is option 3, narrative, which we discussed in my previous video. The last question for today's session, a dash is not actually measured or observed in the study. It exists, but its influences cannot be directly detected. So the right answer is option 4, confounding variable. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, you can comment me below this video. Thank you.